and welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. Today we are planning out the week of May 12th through May 18th in my Hobonichi Cousin, and we are going to use more of this kit from Shine Sticker Studios. We've used it before, so I have some of these pages left. I also grabbed some just text stickers and stuff from another old kit I had that were blue and just stuck them on here. And then I have some of these little budget time stickers that we might use. Nope, we're not going to use those because I found a blue budget check-in. So we're going to use that instead. So we're going to basically use up old kits. Now, I did not grab a washi this time because I decided I was going to experiment. And we're going to hope this goes well. There are all of these little to-do lists that I never ever use. And we're going to experiment with turning these into washi. So we're going to start there. As usual, I am behind in my weekly planning. I'm just behind on everything. I'm behind on life, guys. It's nuts. So I did more work this week. I ended up having to take my roommate to the emergency room. This call, I don't like that there. I'm going to put it down here. This call may get interrupted because my mom's surgeon is supposed to call her today. So if you're new, I'm dealing with breast cancer. I start chemotherapy next week. I've already had my double mastectomy. And my mom, during all this time, got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. So, yeah, it's been eventful. For sure. So my mom's surgeon's supposed to call today. And then I wasn't feeling super great yesterday, so I didn't go into work. These are slightly different colors. It'll be okay. I'm going to go with these lighter blues next. I opted to teach online yesterday, and it's a good thing because then I ended up needing to take my roommate to the emergency room for a possible bowel obstruction. The good news is it's not a total blockage. She doesn't need surgery yet. They gave her some medicine and it seems to be starting to work itself out. So that's good. But yeah, it's always crazy around here. Totally crazy. But I am a woman of faith, and I am always a believer that God works in mysterious ways. And I think I just felt really crappy yesterday, so that I would be home to take my roommate to the emergency room. All right. Is this going to work as well as I hoped? Well, that worked well across there. Let's try the other side. Do I have enough to get across? I'm really not sure, to be honest. We're just gonna see. I love these stickers, but they are so difficult to pull off of here. These are the removable stickers, the repositionable ones, and I love them, but you have to have a special pen to write on them, and they're kind of hard to get off the sticker sheet sometimes. I don't think that we are gonna have quite enough here, but you know what? It'll be fine. Let's see. Oh my goodness. This is nuts. So this week I went back into the schools for the first time because last week I was still teaching online. And Monday went great. I went in Monday, I taught just 3 lessons in the schools. I came home, I took a 2.5-hour nap. And then I taught the rest of the evening online from home because I always teach those online from home. Then Tuesday came and I went into the schools and I taught from 7:30 to 1:30, and oh my goodness, I was done. I was so exhausted. Let's see here. Come on. Go on there. Connect somehow. At least be relatively straight because you're dark and you matter. Okay, does anybody else talk to their stickers like I do apparently? Okay, there we go. Okay, so clearly I don't have enough. So we're going to figure out something else to do here to finish that up. I could use this banner and just write weekend and just have my weekend banner down there. Or is that going to look dumb? I don't know if I'm going to like that. Let's see. What do I have in here? We're going to try this mild liner. It's kind of a darker blue. It may blend in a little bit. We're not going to have cookies to go with it. Or are we? I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I have this set of mild liners. And I think this color will work. What color is this? It's probably something like oat. No, beige. Okay, so we're going to attempt, we're going to do little beige circles here. Okay. Now this is, I think this one's called smoke blue. Yeah, smoke blue. And then we're going to continue this across on each side. Now, this may or may not look spectacular, but you know, you do what you got to do, right? I was determined not to use washi today because I like making some of these videos like with minimal supplies so that you just don't, you know, not everybody has a ton of stickers or a ton of washi. There we go. Now, obviously, this is not complete. I'm going to grab a pen here. And this is just a Papermate Ink Joy. And it's a little thick, but you know, it'll work. So literally, I made some circles. I colored around them. I'm drawing them in with a pen. And we're going to give them some chocolate chips. Ta-da! Finished out our washi. Is that spectacular? No, but it works. Okay, so now what are we going to do up here? Because I usually put something up here. And I think I'm going to use one of these two Tombos. We're going to see which one. I think this one actually is going to go better. This is number, the number has gone away a long time ago. I will look it up. I will put it in the description for you guys. But I think, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to color all of this in right here. And yes, I'm doing it every other one on purpose. Because we're just going to make this go with the scraps of this kit. Because I know there are people out there who have planning channels who spend a ton of money on kits and they use a different kit every time. And you know what? That's awesome. That's their prerogative. That's their content. I'm just not going to spend that much money on kits. We can reuse these things, guys. We can reuse them. Okay, here's another mild liner. This is the neutral set. And this color is cream. Beige and cream. Yeah, this is going to go so well. So we're just going to color this with the cream. Now, I don't know where I was talking when I ran out of my cookie stickers and I had to go improvise. But I am almost done teaching in the schools, guys. Next Monday is my last day. And next week's Plan With Me is going to be nuts. I have so many doctor's appointments next week. It's not even funny. And this is like the perfect shading to go with this right here. It's pale, it's neutral, but I kind of like it. I mean, I like pale and neutral too. So, okay, now the question is, which of these stickers are we going to put up here in the corner? I'm between the penguin with the milk and the unicorn with the cookie. And I'm really not sure. Oh, this one's cute too, though. You know what? We may use all of these on this spread somewhere. So I think these are both kind of that beige color. So I'm going to use the unicorn with the cookie up here. But yeah, I think we're going to go sticker happy with the rest of this kit. I say that, and then I won't do it. But, you know. And we're going to go ahead and cover up this calendar because I don't need it. Not necessary at all. There we go. And then I need a to-do sticker. We're going to use a light blue underneath him. Or her. I don't know that unicorns have a gender. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe unicorns are gender neutral. Let's just go with that. Because who doesn't like unicorns? Okay, got that. Perfect. Now it's time to start getting some of this stuff put in. Now, lessons this week have been back on a relatively normal schedule. Now, relatively is the key there. I'm going to get a little sip of my matcha. It is not yet 2 p.m. I'm allowed to have matcha. And even if it was after 2 p.m., I'm just breaking the rules this week as far as caffeine. And that's just all there is to it. Okay, so on Monday, I taught for not a lot of time. And I think I'm just going to color all this in. I taught from 8 to 9:30. I'm going to color it in and then go right because sometimes it takes a second for the mild liners to dry in here. And then I taught from 3:30 to 5:30. We were supposed to have book club. However, we ended up doing a Slack check-in instead because no one had done the book club homework, including me. And spoiler alert, I still have not done the book club homework. I've started it. I'm working on it. Okay, and then Tuesday, I went in from 7:30. We're reading the Success Principles by Jack Canfield. And as part of that, we're doing the workbook that goes with it. This huge block of lessons happened. And it left me like just toast. Totally toast. Okay, then over here, I taught from 8 to 9:30 again. And then I did teach from 4:30 to 5. And I'm alternating. If it's got the cream header, I'm doing blue. If it's the blue header, I'm doing cream right now. I'm doing that on purpose. Okay, today I taught from 7:30 to 9:30. And then I also taught from 12:30. Actually, just that because one of my students was out. Okay, now it's time to put in other appointments. And let's see what I have to put appointments in with. Let's see. First of all, the book club check-in that didn't happen isn't going to go in there. But what I did do is I took a nap. And I have some of these big stickers, and you know what, guys? We're going to use them. This is going to be my giant nap sticker. I have become a pro napper with this surgery. Can I just tell you? Like, total pro napper. Okay, I don't like that, so we're going to give it some stripes. It just looks a little plain, but I don't want to color the whole thing in right now. And we'll give it a little squiggle. Nap. Okay. Then I came over here and I came home and guess what I did? I took another nap. I'm going to debate. I don't know if I want to use that big nap sticker. Maybe I will just write nap in one of these other colors of blue. This is a bright blue. I'm going to use this more of the smoky blue here. Nap. Okay. Then over here. Oh, this is when we took Mandy to the ER. And it, you know, I'll use this other big blue sticker because it did literally take a whole day. And you know, I think it's funny because they now call it the emergency department. However, I grew up calling it the emergency room. And I'm sorry, but ED just doesn't sound as good as ER. So, yeah, that's what I call it. As I shake the whole table writing this. So if you were shaking just then, I apologize. Okay, there's that. Then over here, what did we have? Oh, I bet you'll never guess what I did during this time. That's right. I took another nap. Even though you can't really see that at all. So I'm just going to do a squiggle there, and we're going to write nap in a second. Okay, we're going to get some of these lessons written in. This one was BMS. This one started at BHS, then went to BMS. I ended up canceling my afternoon lessons at the high school because I was at the emergency room with Mandy. Is this dry? No, this is still very wet. We're going to wait and let that dry before we write on it. Okay, so after that, let's see what else I've got to put in here. This is crazy. We've got today. I have one more lesson today. I was about to forget about that completely, wasn't I? It is at 5 o'clock. And we'll write that in after that dries. Okay, Friday. Friday, we have tomorrow morning the farmer's market. And I'm not using those stickers this week, so I'm going to use some of these. I think milk and cookies works really well for the farmer's market, don't you? Let's see here. And the farmer's market is at 7. I'm going to put this just way up here. And then I have a call, and I'm just going to color this in this color at 9 o'clock with my insurance. They're doing a call so they can show me everything they have to offer. And I've always kind of ignored those, I'll be honest. But I decided not to ignore those this time. Oh no. That's Saturday. We'll work that out. These are repositionable. It's fine. Okay, and then at 10 o'clock, I have my mastermind call. You know, it's been a minute since I put stuff on the wrong day. So, you know, we were due. We were so totally due. Come on, come up and don't tear my paper, please. Yes, repositionable stickers for the win. Now, let's reposition the sticker. And then I'm going to go back and color this in. We'll decide what we're going to do with that. You know what? Tomorrow I am going to Tullahoma. We are having a Mother's Day there. So I will use this pink. I know Mother's Day was last week, but my roommate's mom was out of town, and my mom likes all of us to do stuff together. So my mom's like, let's just postpone Mother's Day for a week. So that's what we did. Okay, so let's get some of this stuff written in. We still have half a head of cauliflower and a couple of zucchini and some cucumber from the farmer's market last week. The cauliflower head we got, it was bigger than my head, guys. I kid you not, if I sat it down, it would take up this entire planner. So, yeah, we've got more of that left over. This is Mastermind. I didn't really have room for that, but that's okay. Now, I know that I am going to church on Sunday, and I am planning on going to the 7 a.m. Mass. I was going to go back to choir this week, but the choir director's out of town and we're not singing. So we'll just use this one here for the 7 a.m. and just write Mass. Because like I said, my plan is to use up as much of this kit as possible, and I think we're doing a good job so far. Okay, now this is going to be the Mother's Day celebration. So I'm going to put family time there, and we'll do like a little gift box. Like I said, I'm using these up. Now, I've got to get my book club homework done. So that is going to be a priority for tomorrow. We're going to go ahead and put that down there. And then I need to do a budget check-in, and that will probably happen Saturday sometime. I would say in the morning, but it's probably not, so we're just going to pop that in there. And my roommate wants to watch the Despicable Me 2, or no, 4? I don't know. It's a Despicable Me movie. It's one of the Minion movies. So I know we had planned on doing that Saturday, so we are going to put that right here. Perfect. Now let's go back and write a few of these things in, if I can even remember what they were. Oh yeah, nap. How can I forget my nap? Lesson. And then up here, and this is a call. I think I had a blue phone. Where did it go? Where did those little stickers go? I've lost them. Oh, here they are. Okay, these were like little sheets that came with some Fern Creek stickers. Yeah, here we go. Here's a little phone that's blue and white. So we'll just put that there. Like I said, I'm just trying to use up my stuff, guys. So much. So much. Now, this is going to be book club homework. I'm going to spend considerable time in the garden on Friday, but we're also going to do some meal planning. Ooh, I wonder, is there a meal plan sticker here? Sleep in, grocery, shop, meal plan. It's got yellow, but I think the yellow kind of works with this beige color. So we're just going to put this here as well. And then we'll do some blue. Nope, we're not going to do blue on that. We're going to do these. We'll do some little dots to plan the meals out. I may not need all of these dots, but we've got them anyway. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use these cookies and this little penguin. The question is where? I think I am going to put the penguin here, because why not? Ooh, or do I want to? No, I don't want to put him down there. That looks weird. Okay, penguin is on. And then I think these cookies are going to block off some time on Friday. Or just go over here on Friday to look cute and pretty. Mainly because they make me happy. Okay, let's see what we have left here. We have this. we're going to condense this sticker sheet, guys, because there's no point in keeping all of this around. And the fastest way to do this, literally, is just to, let's just pull this off. There we go. I have two little cute workout emojis that I just can't use yet because I've not been released to work out. I'm hoping that will happen next week. And then we have some of these other little stickers that I'm just going to stick on here to use later. To do, here's another to do. Oh, maybe there's another dark blue. I'm just trying to put them kind of with each other so that they can be used later with other kits or whatever. And there we go. We got rid of another sheet of stickers, and I think we did a good job using that up. So I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. Next week's going to be filled with appointments, and I think I'm going to use like a fun kit with it because it's chemo week, guys. So we'll see. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, peace out.